Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will detail important roles in the game, both for players and characters. The game table is the physical or virtual meeting point where players and DM gather around periodically. Due to the variety and different characteristics of its elements, every game table reflects the dynamics of society itself. When we go to work, attend classes, or undertake a project, we interact with people like ourselves who are also part of our society. These interactions occur on a personal level first, and then in another layer on a diegetic level, that is, role-playing the character in the story. Each of us has different talents, different abilities, and can bring something different to the group, just like in our society. Our role, therefore, starts with our identity, that what makes us unique. It is important to respect diversity, recognizing strengths and identifying abilities in others and ourselves. That's how we can know better how to fit in the group. RPG means teamwork. The role within a group implies a classification and duties accomplishment. The tasks are distributed accordingly to each one's capacity, optimizing efforts as a team. Organizing increases chances of surviving the adventure and success as a group. As we discussed in our first video, these organizational structures and developed social skills transcend the game, giving us tools to perform on a daily basis. In an RPG, the basic roles for the characters are the tank, which absorbs damage and protects others, a support, which heals allies and can use magic. Finally, someone who deals damage to the enemies, either with weapons or magic. Tank, support, and DPS are basic archetypes that can overlap. In Dungeons & Dragons, the first edition character roles were Cleric, Fighter, and Magic User. In later editions, 9 more were added, creating subcategories and clarifying their differences. In its 5th edition, the character background is a system mechanic that helps to define better your chosen role, in addition to the class selection. Classes in Dungeons & Dragons, archetypes in Pathfinder, occupations in Call of Cthulhu, templates in GURPS, clans in Vampire the Masquerade, or types in Numenera, they are all roles in the game. Not only the characters, but players also fulfill roles. For example, the party caller, a player who speaks to the DM on behalf of the group. The mapper, in charge of making sketches of locations they explore, very useful to avoid getting lost in uncharted terrain. The treasurer, in charge of the money and objects the group finds in their adventures. The chronicler, the player who takes notes of important events, characters, and locations to keep a record of the most relevant data. One player could be in charge of reviewing rules, having a copy of the RPG at hand to clarify any doubts about them. There must be consensus on the rules of the game and make group decisions in a democratic way, as we should do in society. The roles previously described are examples to organize some tasks within the party. They help the DM to develop the story. Feel free to create your own roles, adapting them to your table. Each person and each game table are different and unique. As a DM, you must organize the story within the game and have the initiative, if someone else hasn't, to do the same in the game table, so the party could function as a team. The immersion in the story and the flow of narrative usually engages the player, resulting in a more sincere response from them. player's reaction and what he may decide to do with his character will then come from a common place where the player has identified himself with his character. Thank you for watching. Share the link with your friends and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.